Hello students, this is Mr. Simons. We're going to do two assignments today. They're pretty quick and easy, so you want to get your time set so you don't spend more than a half hour on either one of these. All right, the first one is build a band, and so there's a couple of suggestions on the blocks to use here. So create a sprite, find the music blocks by clicking on the extensions menu, and the extensions menu is right down here, right? And so you want music blocks, and so you can add the music blocks through the extension menu like that, and then you'll be able to add different music things to your build a band. Okay, so spend about a half hour on that one. And then this is really important here. We're going to learn to animate a sprite today. Okay, so I want you to, spend the bulk of your time and energy on making sure that you get a sprite animated correctly here. And then it really only takes about 10 minutes maximum to answer the questions at the end here. And so let's take a look at my animated sprite here. And so this looks exactly like the blocks here, and so when this sprite is clicked, it's going to repeat 10 times. It's going to wait 0.2 of a second, and so you want to use your fractions of seconds for wait time. Move 10 steps, and then it's going to change costumes. So let's take a look at what costumes my little rooster has here. And so it's just got 3 costumes here. You want to understand the difference between a sprite and a costume. A sprite is this object. This object has 3 different costumes that it uses here. And so our code will change to the next costume 10 times. It will do this loop. All right. And one of the questions in the reflection today is, what's a real life example of a loop? Okay, and a real life example of a loop is that I have to click my pen in order to get that out, and I click the pen the same way every time. You can't use that one. I put another one in the suggestion there of you have to pull the covers up before you fall asleep. Right, and you do that about the same way, and that's like a loop. You do that every day, once every day. And so what's a loop in real life? So think about that a little bit. We're going to use a repeat loop here, and we're going to repeat this 10 times. Okay, so when we click the sprite, it repeats that 10 times and walks a little ways across the stage and changes costumes. All right, so we're going to share this, okay? I'm going to share this, and before we share to the studio, we want to name it. And this one was It's Alive. Okay. And then we can add to the studio. And not sure why week 2 studio hasn't shown up yet. It will in time, and I will make sure that it's there. The week 2 studio will be there. I will make sure that week 2 studio is enabled, because you want to use week 2 studio here. So so about a half hour on each. Okay, go through them pretty quickly because we want to get 2 things done today. We have a long class period, and some of these are designed for a shorter class period. We also want to get to actual game making soon. We are building our skills to get ready for game making. But our bigger computing concept for this week, for the start of this week, is loops and repetition. It's one of the 3 cornerstones of programming. We have sequencing, which we worked on last week a bit. What sequence do things need to go into to behave properly? And the sequence of commands that gets an outcome is called an algorithm, right? And now we're going to work on loops or repetition. And then we'll get to conditions and decisions later on, okay? So have fun with this. If you are stuck with anything at all, please let me know so I can help you out. That's my job, is helping you out and helping you be successful. So please let me know how I can do that. Hi students, just a quick add-on to today's video here. I'm just going to tag this at the end. we needed to refresh the page in order to see the additional studio. And now when I go to add to studio, there's the week 2 studio, and that's where we want to add it there. Okay, so always refresh your page on Scratch after you've saved stuff. It really keeps things clean and rolling, and it's like restarting your computer. You need to do that often too, so that things aren't running buggy. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.